Today, as you can see, I am still not in my studio. I think I'm going to start calling this In the Kitchen with Dr. Phil because I'm here at my house. My staff is also working from their homes as we're doing everything the CDC recommends to contain and help eradicate the coronavirus. So I really didn't want a crew to come in and be around each other. And so we're really sticking with the physical distancing, social distancing, whatever you want to call it, and the social isolation. So I'm working from home, and thank God for technology. I've been talking to immunologists and infectious disease specialists. I don't care what party they're in. I don't care what agenda is being run. I just want to talk to the scientists. And that's all you're going to hear from me. I'm not an infectious disease specialist. I'm not an immunologist, but I have access to the top people in their fields. And so I'm telling you what they're telling me, which is pure science. And look, we all must do our part to control the spread of this virus and flatten that curve so we don't overwhelm the hospitals and return to our normal lives. And although the numbers keep changing as the virus continues to spread, right now, 1 in 4 adults are avoiding public places, and 28% of all seniors are practicing complete isolation. I think it should be a whole lot more than that. Even celebrities are practicing self isolation, some because they have contracted coronavirus, and some because they don't want to. Now, my dear friend Oprah recently shared a video of her partner Stedman, also a very good friend of mine, and he has been relegated to their guest house after traveling and taking several flights. And my buddy and son's business partner, Dax Shepard, also took it upon himself to self isolate in a friend's empty apartment recently after getting off a flight. Now, to show support, his wife Kristen and daughter even performed a dance routine for him outside in the street as Dax looked on from the window. We've seen so many other people ignoring isolation orders altogether. Some examples include young adults banned from congregating on beaches actually moving offshore and partying on boats. What the hell? Others are crowding boardwalks and hiking trails. Very few are 6 feet apart. And the most disgusting example I've seen, it was in the Daily Mail. A 26-year-old man, and I use that advisedly, in Missouri, was charged for making a terrorist threat after he shared a video on Snapchat of himself licking toiletries in Walmart while taunting, "Who's scared of coronavirus?" Well, you should be, you moron. But why? Why are some people taking this so seriously, relegating loved ones with no symptoms to the basement while others are seemingly so defiant? Well, I'm going to talk about that later, but first, what happens when you do choose or have to isolate? What happens when you're all alone? When you don't live with a spouse, you don't have children, when your family lives in other states, what happens when you really are isolated? You're used to being surrounded by people at work or out in the world, and suddenly the silence is deafening. Suddenly you truly are alone, isolated, and you feel it. You're feeling lonely, sad, and even depressed. Now, some of the questions I've been asked on all of my social platforms include, Dr. Phil, what should I do all day? How do I stop feeling lethargic and depressed? How do I know if my depression has crossed from boredom into actual depression and into the dangerous zone where I'm actually entertaining suicidal thoughts? I plan to answer those questions and many, many more.